A very good morning to my dear students. Welcome back to 8th grade English class. In the last class, we were actually going with the story from your supplementary reader, and we had almost completed half portion of the story. Do you remember what was it all about? Yeah, the story was really revolving around the sad story of Kedu, who was happened to lead a life that he never wanted to be. As mentioned in the last class, Kedu and the race he belonged to were in the beginning jungle dwellers. So their job by birth was cutting the trees. And the story narrates how their life got sandwiched between Ram Haldar and Vishal Mahato, who were supposed to be the lords of their land. And we had already seen the situation where Kedu was happened to cut down the Arjun tree, which was once regarded as their relic. So when we stopped the last class, we had seen the strange demand from Vishal Mahato and the reply from Kedu. Anyway, before going to start the rest of the portion, let us have a look into the meaning of these difficult words used in your textbook. So the first one is jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means the power or right to exercise authority. Then we have consolation, the act of consoling. Then we have lofty, means high or tall. Then we have stupendous, means astonishingly great or large. Then we have grip, means to take hold of. So you have to write down the meaning of all these difficult words along with the meaning of those difficult words given in your textbook itself. Okay, so you have to write down the meaning of all these words into your notebook for a better understanding of the story and to enrich your vocabulary as well. Okay, now let us see what happens next. Here I am going to read the next part. Please do listen and read along with me. Before that, you have to take page number 37 and look at the portion. Kedu was in deep thought. He went to look for his friends Banamali, Digha and Pidambar to see if they could offer a solution. What a predicament. Cut the tree. You went to jail. Don't cut the tree. You still got jailed. What was the Shabba to do? This prosperous village of Bandihi sat where once the jungle used to be. Now it fell under the jurisdiction of the forest department, but of course the Shabbas didn't have any claim to that. So Kedu became in distress, so he took resort in his friends. He hoped that at least they could give him a better solution. Then they suggested that it was really a difficult situation because once Kedu went to jail for the same thing. They added that if Kedu did it once more, he again got jailed, and they also remembered him that the village actually situated where once the jungle was. That means it was under the jurisdiction of the forest department. So Shabbas or the entire Shabar community didn't have any claim to that. Okay, so this was actually the possible suggestion came from his friends, including Banamali, Diga and Pidambar. Okay, now let us go to the next paragraph, see what happens there. After much contemplation, Diga said, so why should we alone take the blame? Why should only the Shabbas get trapped in a false case? I am going to tell the others. After all, they too revere the Arjun. Then, being belonged to the same region, Diga said to him that why they should take the blame for cutting the trees alone. Actually, the trees were cut down either for Vishal or for Ram Haldar. So she asked why they should take the responsibility alone. Arjun tree was revered by all in that locality. So she decided to tell about it to all. So, this was actually the suggestion came from Diga. Pidambar asked, for how long has Arjun been guarding us? That one tree is the entire jungle for us, and our few families the children of the forest. Now Mahato wants that very tree. Then Pidambar got angry. He reminded others that for years the tree had been guiding them, and for them it was actually the jungle. That much they were affected with the tree. So it was really pathetic, or it was really shocking, and it was really sad to hear that Vishal actually wanted that very tree. So in that way, Pidambar expressed his discontent or disinterest to go ahead with that particular decision. Then listen, here I am going to read the next part. Please do listen and to read along with me. What can we do? Everything belongs to Vishal Babu and Ram Babu. So this portion is a clear example of their helplessness. Being belonged to Shabar community, they don't have any other option than to obey either Ram Haldar or Vishal Babu. So that is what it is said here, or it is being asked here, that what can we do? Because everything belongs to Vishal Babu and Ram Babu. So then they expressed, in that way they expressed their helplessness, that since everything belonged to these people, how they would be able to raise their voice against them. Okay, now listen, here we are moving with the next paragraph. Till we built our huts, we lived under the Arjun. Only later did Mahato give us the land to build our huts. Pidambar went on. So Pidambar reminded them one more thing, that before Vishal gave them the land to live, it was actually the Arjun tree gave them the shelter. So in that way he became emotional. So suddenly he reminded about a time when they happened to live under the shelter of Arjun tree. In those days, it was the Arjun tree that provided them everything they wanted: the shelter, the resort, the relief, everything. So in that way, Arjun tree occupied an indispensable part in their life. So they could not move ahead without mentioning something about the Arjun tree. And he added, or he reminded others one more thing, that you people have to remember that it was only after this even Vishal Mahato gave them the land to build their huts. So in that way he became emotional. Then listen, here I am going to read the next part. Diga put in his bit. Didn't the Santals come to it for shelter and consolation after Haldar had burned their shanties? Then Diga reminded them about another bit of memory, or another bit of their past experience, that when the Haldar burned their houses, Santals also come to the Arjun tree for shelter. And there was a period when the Haldar actually burned their shanties. Shanties means small houses built for wood, metal or cardboard, where poor people live. Simply means a hut. So when the Haldar burned their small huts, their small houses, they took resort, or they took shelter under Arjun. So in that way their life was almost attached to the Arjun tree in a way which could not be separated in any way. So, in that way they became emotional in each and every bit of their past memories. Now listen, one by one they began to recall stories about the Arjun tree. Each one realized that their lives and fate were inextricably linked. Inextricably linked means could not be separated. That means that much their life was attached with the Arjun tree. So each one realized that their lives and fate were inextricably linked with that of the Arjun. Society and the system had continually persecuted, exploited and almost obliterated this handful of tribals from the face of the earth. Now the same fate awaited the Arjun tree, the last mute symbol of their existence. So in that way, they soon reminded all those stories which were revolving around the great Arjun tree. Suddenly, they found that their life too got attached to Arjun tree in a way which could not be separated in any other way. And now look at the portion. Society and the system had continually persecuted, exploited and almost obliterated this handful of tribals from the face of the earth. This handful of tribals means people who were supposed to be the subordinates of Ram, Haldar and Vishal Mahato. Now the same fate awaited the Arjun tree, the last mute symbol of their existence. This portion is of paramount importance as far as the whole story is conveyed, or as far as this whole story is taken together. The idea the writer is trying to convey is conceived here in this single sentence. So this sentence could be taken as the heart of the story. Yes, the tribals, here it is said that, yes, the tribals were always a matter of discontent, negligence. So they were treated unfairly, exploited and neglected from the mainstream. And the same fate was for the tree also. Arjun tree was a mute symbol of their existence, that once there were a group of people lived here. Now that silent symbol of their existence too began to end. So in that way, Vishal Mahato and Ram Haldar, or the community they were representing, wanted to subordinate or wanted to exploit or wanted to obliterate the Shabar community from the face of the earth. So in that way, they were doing total injustice or total injustice to their subordinate races. So that was actually the idea focused here in this particular paragraph. Okay. Now listen, here we are moving on with the next portion. Bishal Babu is going to town. We must collect the cash from him before he leaves, said Diga. You will cut the tree then? 5 people should be enough to do the job. We will ask for 100 rupees. What do you say? Then Diga said that they must collect the cash from him before he leaves to town, and added that we could ask him for 100 rupees. Okay. So in that way, Diga mentioned these opinions to them. Now listen, we are moving on with the next part. Against the backdrop of the deep blue sky, the majestic Arjun tree stood with its head held high, like a guardian of the village, keeping vigil from its lofty post. Once upon a time, this land used to be guarded by hundreds of leafy sentinels One by one they disappeared, leaving no trace. Only the Arjun was left now. Now this paragraph is ignited with a beautiful visual imagery, where Arjun tree, here personified as a dutiful god who without sleep stood there in protection of the whole area. Then here it is also said that once it was guarded by many trees. Once that particular region was guarded by many trees, but unfortunately now one by one disappeared and left no trace of it at all. Here indirectly the writer is focusing here on the greedy attitude of human beings lived on the earth. See, here it is clearly said that once upon a time this land used to be guarded by hundreds of leafy sentinels. That means once there were so many trees who were guarding the entire region, like what Arjun tree did now. But now unfortunately all of them disappeared. Why? Yeah, eventually people cut it down. So there it is highly focused on the greedy nature or greedy attitude of human beings. Okay. Now listen, here I am going with the next paragraph. All around boomed the sound of Dhol Damza Damak and the strains of the Nagra. An agitated Bishal Mahato rushed into the village. A huge crowd had gathered around Arjun. Its trunk was covered with Akhondo garlands. Now listen what happens. Now if you turn over the page, if you take the next page, page number 40, you can find an image there. So now as seen as in the picture on page number 40, suddenly around the Arjun tree there was a loud voice of different kinds of drums and the music of Nagra. A huge crowd was gathered around the tree and its trunk was almost covered with Akhonda garlands, like that we could see in the image in the picture on page number 40. Meanwhile, an agitated Bishal Mahato rushed into the village. Now listen, Ram Haldar was standing at the perimeter of the crowd holding on to his bicycle. What happened? Asked Mahato. The Gram Devada has made them do it, answered Haldar. So suddenly Ram Haldar was while Ram Haldar was standing at the edge of the crowd or at the perimeter of the crowd, suddenly Bishal asked what happened. Then Haldar suddenly replied that the presiding deity of the village had made them do it. So the presiding deity of the village, had told them or had made them to do like this. Now listen. What? Which ill-begotten fellow says so? Diga had a dream, it seems. You paid him money in the dream and instructed him to build a concrete base around the trunk. People from all the tribes, Sandhal, Kedhiya, Shohish, Bumich, have now gathered to make their offerings. Bishal could not control his anger, or he could not control his emotion. So he was simply asking, what? Which ill-begotten fellow says so? So he was simply asking them who was actually saying so. Then what happened? Suddenly they built a concrete base around the trunk and changed it into like that of a religious place. If you closely observe the image, you could find that the Arjun tree now got a religious connotation or a religious reference here, because its trunk was almost covered with a flower, and people were gathered around, and they were making sounds through their different drums. So in that way the tree now got a religious reference. Okay. Since then people from different tribes like Zandal, Kedia, Johish, Bhumich used to come there and started making their offerings. It became like that of a religious place. So at that moment onwards, it was really difficult for the Bishal Mahato to cut down the tree. So that actually made him too much emotional. Okay, so that is what he got angry with, what was happening there. Okay, now listen to the Gram Devada. Yes, and the crowds have not stopped coming. There is practically a mela on. We had thought these fellows were fools, but they have made fool of us, Mahato. So in that way they made the Arjun tree as their deity. Okay, so in that way they made Arjun tree as their deity. Then Ramhaldar added that actually they were making us fool, or they made us fools. Yeah, because from this moment onwards we would not be able to cut down the Arjun tree, only because of the fact that Arjun tree now became their deity. So in that way they were not foolish people as we thought. Actually they made us fools. So in that way Ram Haldar opinion like that. Okay. Now listen. Bishal stepped forward to taste the full flavor of his defeat. What a stupendous crowd. So in that way now Bishal Mahato completely accepted his failure, and he simply remarked that what a stupendous crowd. So he was actually finding fault with the crowd. What a foolish people were they. So in that way he expressed his emotional variations, or in that way he expressed his anger in different angles. Now listen. Kedu was dancing away like a maniac, going round and round with his dolak. Bishal was suddenly afraid. This tree, these people, he knew them all. He knew them very well, and yet they seemed like strangers today. Fear and uncomprehending fear gripped him. So in that way the story ends here. So Bishal soon knew that he would not be able to cut down the tree anymore, and Kedu was dancing like a madman, and suddenly an undefined fear taken hold of Bishal. Bishal suddenly became afraid because he knew the people and the tree as well. But now they seemed as strangers. That means till then the people he knew, even though he knew the people, from that point onwards they became strangers. That means once Bishal Mahato and Ram Haldar had a clear authority over these people, because being belonged to subordinate communities or subordinate races, of course Ram Haldar and Bishal Mahato had a clear and obvious authority over these people. But now these people seemed as strangers and an uncomprehending meaning is given here, a fear that could not be understood or explained. So an uncomprehending fear almost taken hold of Bishal Mahato, which means, yeah, now things were not under his control, because the people they turned as strangers, and now they were behaving as if they had got some power. So that time onwards, Bishal Mahato, that time onwards, an uncomprehending fear gripped him, and it was really difficult for him to control them. From that moment onwards, he came to know that it was really a difficult task for him to cut down the Arjun tree. So at this point the story ends here. So this is all about the story. So through this story, the writer Mahashweta Devi has pointed out many things, or has brought out different layers of meaning. Okay, so anyway, this is all about the story. I hope that you understood the story. Anyway, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the Zoom session. So here I think it's a time to wind up. So here I am going to wind up the session. Anyway, thank you and have a nice day.